First of all, thanks to all of you, and especially to Tara ma'am. I must appreciate this name, Mahi, gave a place in my heart, because as we all know that being a woman, I always say that I'm a very proud woman, and that logo which has got a bindi. I really like that. I'm a Bengali, so that red bindi goes with me. So today I was contemplating, shall I wear a sari and go in my Indian attire? And then I thought, okay, but rest of the day is also there, and I've got certain other, engagements. So, not everybody will understand my sari attire, but believe me, I really like that Mahi logo and the name. And Ananta ma'am, of course, she's been my senior. I've learned so much from her, and time and again, she has always advised me in various platforms, and which has been a great help. It's not possible without support of many. It's not just possible. And Chitra ma'am, I would say that Chitra ma'am's husband has helped me a lot in my real estate journey. He was our head of projects in one of my assignment, and he helped me a lot. So thanks to all of you. I think all of you have contributed to my little journey, which is I say 50%. Interval ke baad ka part abhi just shuru hua hai, it's like that. I've started my own venture, and that's after the interval. So I hope this is going to be more interesting. So I'll just brief you about myself. I'm a Bengali born in Kolkata and have been raised in Delhi. I did my schooling and graduation, master's in economics, MBA from Delhi. And immediately when I was in my final year college, I got married. It was my own choice. I got married. I got married when I was 20, graduation final year, and when I was 22, my son was born. So the family started before even my career started. So I'm one of those, I would say, person who have started family first and then started shaping up my career. And what I see today, a lot of women, they first focus a lot on their career. And I used to feel that, I'm giving a lot of time to my family. Maybe I will miss out a lot of part of the, kind of a competition or the part of the journey, because a lot of my friends started earning a lot, and I was just focusing on my son. So, but that's not true. That's what I'm saying. I want to say to all of the girls that it's all in your mind. Wherever you start from, whenever you start, if you're focused, then you know what you have to get. So I started my career in public relation industry, in the fashion industry, in fact. That was a very small time which I've spent there. I was like a PR executive. I didn't stay for long in that industry, and then I got an offer in the schooling industry, education industry. My son was very small, so my family said that you should get into, I think all Indian parents say this, that if you get into education, you can give a lot of time to your family. You can give a lot of time to your child. He's growing up. I said, yeah, okay. I took their advice, and I took a teaching in grade 11th and 12th in APJ School, Noida. I started teaching economics in APJ School, Noida. So that was one of my, I started enjoying a lot because I was one of those youngest teachers. All other teachers were, quite elderly. But as the most young teacher, I got the opportunity, I must say this, that they started sending me for all sorts of activities. Sometimes I had to go to the hostel to teach the 11th and 12th. I have to prepare them for their boards. I have to go to the CBSE examination pattern training. I have to go to all these places to get the training of CBSE board. So a lot of symposiums, a lot of debate activities. So all the senior teachers used to think that, I'm young, I should do all this because they have done enough. So that was a very good exposure, I must tell you. I started doing that. But I did not have B.Ed. So the school board decided that we will not give you the grade, but we'll give you the salary. But in a formal document, they will not give me the grade, and that's kind of not acceptable. I'm giving enough inputs. I'm giving all my efforts just because I don't have B.Ed. And you chose me out of almost about the when I had applied for the economics teacher. There were about 25 more candidates, and I got selected from APJ School, Sheikh Sarai. The principal, ma'am, I still remember, she said, why you are selected? Because the student chose you. There was 2 sessions where all the teachers were selected candidates were asked to give 2 sessions to the students of 11th and 12th, and the students chose me. So I thought, if the students like me, how can the management just tell me that, no, we can't give you the grade? So it was not acceptable to me. I wanted to have the similar grade like all other teachers who had the B.Ed, but that's the system of education in our country, so we have to respect that. One thing I learned there, that never ever compromise, sacrifice. So I left the job. So that was one of my principles. I always believe in that if I compromise, then I will have to keep on compromising. I left that and I landed up in real estate industry. Very accidental, but yes, I landed up. I landed up with a company called Xperience Gold Sook. That was my first real estate exposure. I've been hired for public relation activities, not for sales. They did not believe that a school teacher can do sales. They interviewed me for 4 times. You won't believe. The last time I actually got agitated, and I said, you want to hire me or you don't want to hire me? They said, no, we are just still thinking that since your background is school teacher, but you have the education background of sales and marketing MBA, and you have every capability, but can you do it? We don't think you can do it. I said, if you don't give me a chance, then how will you know that I can do it or not? And that is it. So I'm still thankful to the owner of Xperience Group, Mr. Surinder Gupta and Mr. Kailash Gupta, who gave me a chance, and I proved them, and that was it. So from there I went to NGF, and then MR MGF, and then DLF, and then things started happening. So from MGF, I would share one of my experience, one of my very good experience, I would say. When I joined MGF, they were having this joint venture started with EMAR. And that time they were hiring people from all across all the top companies. And that's how I met Ananta also. And I met a lot of industry seniors there. So they sent me to Dubai for training and exposure of EMAR real estate, which is the parent companies in Dubai. And I came here, I worked, I learned the process and SOPs, how I have to get into selling of EMAR properties in India. So they had the standards, the benchmarking, the trainings. So I've attended all of them, and that was the time when I thought, and I told myself, I want to join EMAR. That's how I landed up in EMAR and EMAR Dubai. And so I still remember, I would like to keep on adding the lessons which I have been getting from every experience, every time I have gone through any of my assignment. So I came to Dubai, and it was during Durga Puja. It's one of our most important festival. I attended all the training, I finished the training, and then I was scheduled to go back, let's say tomorrow. And all of a sudden, I got an instruction from EMAR MGF India office that I had to stay back for long. And I said, but I was scheduled, and there's a festival. He said, it does not matter. You have to stay for a long because there's another launch of Emar properties coming up. So again, I'm just trying to tell you that all of us have some or other prior commitments and some engagements, and you have to prioritize that what is more important at that point of time. And I took it. I took it. I will stay back. I will take the training for the next launch, and I will go back when you want me to come back. So that's how I'm just sharing that. Sometimes we go by a plan, and something else comes up, and we just have to adjust and go with the flow. So these are a few things which I wanted to tell you. And then after Emar MGF. I got this opportunity from DLF, and never understood the corporate politics, that why I have been given a job offer in DLF. I was doing really good in MR MGF, and that was one of the best platform. I was getting the right exposure, and MR India had a lot of projects across country. I was given opportunity in Mohali, Chandigarh. I've gone to Hyderabad. So I've been given a very good opportunity, and it was like I was hands-on. Every time a project comes, I go there, I take the understanding, I start briefing the team, I start activating the brokerage market, real estate market. I used to love traveling. So this was there, and then happened DLF. That's where I think Ananta ma'am is also smiling, and I'm also smiling, because that's one of my best experience, I would say, where I learned what you have to be and what you don't have to be to become a leader. So that's the best lesson. I think my leadership quality came up from DLF. So till MGF, I was just following instruction, and I was doing activities as per the requirement, as per the need of the hour. But in DLF, I worked for a very short stint, but I learned very quickly that if I want to become a leader, then what I should not be doing it, because a leader is not by the position, a leader is by choice. So I decided to quit DLF because I did not like the environment, but I have learned the best from DLF. So whatever you see me today is because of DLF. So I want to tell all of my industry colleagues and juniors that never ever take any experience as your and remember that as a bad experience. Learn from that experience and improve on it. So from DLF, I joined JP Group. Again, that was another mind-blowing experience for me, because the exposure which I got was amazing. I started at a very middle-level management, and I became a very senior leader there. I've been given 4 different teams. I was handling international sales. I was handling direct sales. I was handling the topmost broker. But amazing, 7 days a week I used to work. There are times when I have worked there, not even gone back to home. I just went back home for my shower and change. There are times when I had Red Bull in the night just to work, because there's so much of sales which I have done, so much of allocations and allotment I had to do. I had to handle so many brokers, and brokers from all over the UP, I would say, basically, and it's not easy to handle them. And I'll give you one of my experience in JP. There used to be brokers who used to come with their gun in their pocket. Okay, so they used to kind of threaten me, if you don't give me the location, we're going to take out the gun. So there are times which I have faced that as well, and very, very raw, very, I would say, not uneducated kind of people who were the brokers there. And I have dealt with them and dealt with them so nicely that they have become my best friends. They were my bodyguards. So if I don't give inventory to one lot, the other will take out the gun to take care of me. So that was again an amazing experience. And I must tell you, so while I was in JP, I changed. I used to wear sari always at my work. I changed my dress code to a sari with a complete shirt kind of attire. Like my blouse used to be a shirt, so full button up and full covered, everything. But and in the shoes, I used to wear actually leather black shoes for men with the laces, because I always used to go to the site. So if you see me from top to end, you will see me in sari, and at the bottommost it was a leather black leather shoes, which so that I can go to the site. I can't go with my heels and my sandals. So I adjusted as per the need of the hour. And I always, and there was also, my leader was a lady, Mrs. Rita Dixit. I must thank her, and I always thank her. I'm still in touch with her, that she gave me a chance. She started sending me to all kind of activities. So in JP, I have become a part of the business development and the strategy team. I started involving myself into how a product should be launched, designed, planned, everything. So all these while I was doing sales, and then I started getting the exposure, the right exposure of how you have to do the product. So unless you know the product, what story you will make for the sales pitch is difficult. Every time, as Ananta ma'am would know it, that every time there is a launch coming, we sales guys always get this pressure that you have to sell, 100% of the inventory. How will you sell it? How will you sell it? Okay, you have to prepare a story. You have to prepare a demand story for that, because there are other developers, there are other markets in the country which will give you the competition. So you have to win that situation. I learned a lot in JP that if you know the product from the inception, how it has been designed, what are the design aesthetics, how you have to position the product, then you know what the sales story should be. And then I started handling various brokerage teams. I used to go to all the broker houses, train them that what should be the sales pitch, how you have to do it, how you have to bring the clients to the sales center, take them to the site, what should be the story, you have to do it. So that was all about JP, and one of my best journey. I think I sold a lot. I worked a lot. I used to work 7 days in a week. I used to have my family, but my family was always very, very supportive. Yes, at times, maybe sometimes your child get neglected, sometimes your parents get neglected, sometimes your husband get neglected, but you have to know how to cover that up, because when you have time, then you have to give them the enough of time. So that was there, and that was the time. From there, I took another call that one of my leader, Mr. Rakesh Kaul, who was my boss in EMR MGF, he joined a company, and he was one of the first person who started this new FDI, which is called Xperience. It's 100% FDI from Singapore. So that company was just starting, and they had nothing, but they had one office which was a 2-room office, and they called it as a gold real estate or something like that. Yeah, gold real estate. And they said that we are launching. We have some land parcels, and we have to launch a project. I said okay. Mr. Rakesh Kaul said that, Moutani, you have to join this as a head of sales, and just join us. I said, but where is the land? What is the project? He said, come over, join us, and then we'll figure it out. You won't believe the first day when it was my joining, I was in the lift lobby. I was just pressing the lift. He called me, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in the lift lobby and going up 15th floor to some project in a global business park in Gurgaon." He said, "No, no, you don't have to go to office. There's no one in the office. There's just one peon in the office. You and me are only the office person." I said, "Okay. What am I supposed to do?" He said, "Go to the architect's office. It's called RCOP. Just go to RCOP's office. Go there and sit there and just help them to design the project." I said, "Okay, I will do that." So I went there, and believe me, for 1 month, I used to work with the chief architect called Anup, and I started working with him to design the project, which is today called Wind Chance. So I started working, and that's an award-winning project today. I feel so much of proud that I gave that concept. I started to tell them that why we should do a different project than the market, because I remember in my interview, Mr. Tiku asked me that, what is that we can do differently, Moutani? How can I compete with DLF and IMAR, MGF of the world? I said, you just have to be straight, transparent, and that's it. What is missing in Dubai, in Indian real estate, is the transparency. So if we work on transparency, and if we are good, and if we are delivering what we are promising, we are good to go. And that's it. From there till date, I think that company's ethos is still on transparency, and they work on the process and systems. That's one of the, again, very good company where I started as the second employee of the company. And we started forming everything. 1 year, the promoter of the company gave us 1 year. They said, do not hurry up. We will go to the market, but we will go full prepared. We'll not go half-hearted. So when we have all licenses, we have all approvals, we have all in place, and then we go. So there I started my journey of going to the market strategy and positioning a brand. So I worked completely, very closely with few people in the team, that how to go in the market, what should be the market development strategy, how to build a brand, and how to maintain the brand transparency. So that's called Xperience, and I think that's one of my favorite experience. That's why I named my company as Xperience.